Good evening. The West Midlands Police and Crime Commissioner says he's asked the Chief Constable to look again at the force's inquiry into the Birmingham pub bombings. It follows a BBC interview with self-confessed IRA bomber Michael Hayes. In it, he apologised to the families of the 21 people killed and revealed some details of his involvement in the attacks on the 21st of November 1974. Elizabeth Glinker reports.
My apologies and my heartfelt sympathy to all of you for the terrible, tragic loss that you've been put through.
An apology from a former IRA bomb maker, which incensed the families of those killed in the Birmingham pub bombings and many others watching on TV. These just a handful of their comments on social media.
Absolutely shameful.
Is he now going to be held accountable?
Liar. Should rot in an English prison.
He needs to be extradited and put on trial.
I think absolutely the police need to investigate further and pull him in for questioning because it's such a huge impact on the city.
Well, common sense would tell you, yes, the authorities are also taking him, but because of the peace deal and what's going on with Ireland and the Tories at the moment, it won't happen.
West Midlands Police says that the investigation into the Birmingham pub bombings is ongoing, but in a case involving Northern Irish politics, well, things aren't always that simple. The perception, at least with some, is that the peace process means the British government is reluctant to look back at historical cases. Former West Midlands detective John Plimmer was a young officer on duty on the night of the bombings.
There were people and bodies all over the place. It was quite mayhem. People were groaning, they were obviously injured, some were dead.
While unconvinced it would lead to arrests, he says current detectives must be considering travelling to Dublin to interview Michael Hayes.
I would have thought that because of the intensity of this man coming out and making his confession, and because of the crime it's related to, they would feel duty-bound to send someone across to interview him.
Tonight, the West Midlands Police and Crime Commissioner had this to say.
It's taken nearly 43 years for this to come about, and what we've got to do is to look very carefully to see just what this new evidence is and examine it with great care, and that's what I've asked the Chief Constable to do, and I know those actions are being undertaken right now.
For others, the documentary has aroused a renewed sense of injustice. They include veterans like Alan Barry, who feel the peace process and specifically the 1999 Good Friday Agreement is protecting former terrorists.
I say to Michael Hayes, you are a liar and you are a coward. Come back, face the music, and if you're a soldier and you use that phrase soldier, then stand up and be counted man.
Fresh inquests into the deaths of the 21 killed in the Birmingham pub bombings are due to start in a matter of weeks. Elizabeth Glinker, BBC Midlands Today, Birmingham.